Hey, my brothers and sisters and my friends. When people say Gonda, what memory does come into your mind? Well, obviously, it depends from age to age and from the place where you grow up. If you are from the highland of Eritrea, from the lowland, if you're Christian or Muslim. But for me, and obviously when I say me, the general part of Eritreans, Gonda, Semin Ethiopia, Tigray, Gonda, Wollo, and Gojam, we are extremely interlinked, well, to the point that you cannot try to separate our lives, because when I was a kid, before nursery school, when I was 4 or 5 years old, you have to study about the Ethiopian history, Eritrean history, how it was, Zemene Mengistu, all this regency era, all the kings and the emperors fighting. The phase, obviously, we are Tawahado Orthodox Church, which we are interlinked with Ethiopia, well, now we are independent, there's no compromise with that. But Gonda means a big thing, my friend. This is a place where all these emperors of Ethiopia and Eritrea, the center base of power, my friend, whole civilization around the area. So it's really deep rooted in our psyche, deep in our literature, liturgy, all this Giz, Tohado, and everything, so it's really deeply ingrained within our psyche. So all the writers, European writers, from the past century, in the Middle Ages and everything, it just revolves around that area, okay? So you have all this Lasta, Lalibela, Roha, it's the same thing, Gonda. So it's a big thing, my friend, it's not this tiny thing that you see it as an isolated thing, It's a part and parcel of our past history in Eritrea as well, and people are trying to make it look into different things, but my friend, it's part of our house and it's part of our history, all the Giz and everything. So, especially if you know Amharic very well, my friend, if you know all the Amhara people, the Tigray people, all the Ethiopians, my friend, Gonda means a lot, my friend, okay? It's not just Gonda, it's all about the people, it's not that little tiny area where the Nile River comes, so you have all these during Ahmed Grind, all the wars before that, since 1200, all the big monolithic crosses, it was linked with crusaders and so with the Middle East, with the Mediterranean, with Europe. So it brings you all the way to Europe. So it's a big thing, okay? It's not like you just isolate these people hey, these Amhara people, these Ethiopian people. My friend, never do that, okay? But at the same time, I'm trying to be very wary and very cautious. The Ethiopians try to hijack it and make it big as if it's just as if we are their property, So now we are independent, we're a separate country, but my friend, it's part of us as well, There's no way we can escape it, it doesn't matter how much you hate them, my friend, it's part of your history, So, this Madingo, the singer, my friend, really talented guy, rest in peace, he was very inspirational guy. I don't know how he got the nickname Madingo, but obviously, if you got all these African American bad names that are given to the black people, stereotype is Madingo. I mean, if you go to the Wikipedia, well, I will put the link for it. So Mandingo is one of the book about this African American representation of the body image about the black people. I don't know how he got that nickname, I don't know. But the guy was really inspirational, my friend, and this is really explosive arsenal, my friend. He's very creative guy, man. He was one of my very favorite singers, and I was thinking about how he passed away, and this is a memoir, my friend. I really like him. So I just want to say about this wonder thing, and oh yeah. What I was trying to say was, we go whether we have to have demarcation in Eritrea or not. All these 20-something odd years, I was saying, we are Eritreans, my friend. We are separate people. We have to have demarcation. But recently, my idea changed. Like, I had so much conflict within me for one reason, okay? Because we Eritreans, we are 5 million maximum. Maybe you can say maybe 3 million people, Now, so out of these 3 people, maybe 1.5 million or 2 million, we are the Tigrinya speaking Christian, okay? And the other people are Muslims, Doesn't matter whether they are Tigrinya, Tigray or Saho, Benin, whatever, they have more closely associated emotional attachment with the Arab world, So, like we Eritreans, the Tigrinya speaking, the Christians, we fight for our nation, for our land, for our literature, for our independence. We are really fiercely independent people, very fighters, But the Muslims, they fight for their religion, my friend, So it doesn't matter how long you've been fighting together, our brothers and sisters in the bankers with the Muslim people, they prefer the Muslim guy from Afghanistan, Tajikistan, my friend, all the way to Chechnya, to Russia, or to Arab countries, Because to be honest, I wouldn't like to say that word, but they this inferiority complex, they feel like that they are Arabs, my friend. We, Eritreans, the Tigrinya speaking, my friend, we are really proud of our script, my friend. All our good writing system, our language, our looks, our self-confidence, my friend. We will never trade it with being an Arab, my friend. We don't identify ourselves as Arabs. At the same time, we don't feel we are Europeans, my friend. We ourselves, my friend, okay? We're so proud of our literature, our faith, our writing system, the fact that it's unique in the world, my friend. You wouldn't find it in anywhere in Africa. So the only African nation that has got their own writing system script is we Eritreans, my friend, okay? So the longest, the oldest archive record that we got is this monolithic Hawalti in South Africa. It's more than 3,000, 4,000 years, like an archive, stele, okay? So 4,000 years, my friend, that writing system, it was only based on consonants, it didn't have this vowel linking thing, but that's the oldest archive that we have, our own writing system, my friend, okay? Like these Indians, like these Arabs, and like these Chinese people, and you got the Latin Europeans, Greek writing system. We are the only people, black people, with our own writing system, my friend, okay? So never ever tell me I am an Arab. Never ever tell me I'm an European, okay? So we are proud of it, my friend. And we see the Eritrean Muslims inflicted with inferiority complex try to be Arabs. Sorry, guys. Not because I hate you, but that's how we see you, But we fight for our independence of thought, my friend, literature, our being, my friend, our everything about land, But the Muslims, they feel more Arabs, my friend. Until recently, they were saying, no, Arabic should be the official language of Eritrea. Get to hell, man. No, my friend, okay? That's our writing system, is our indigenous native writing system, my friend. Why do we have to trade it with an Arab? Hey, that's our independence, my friend. That's our land, okay? So all the Arab language is a foreigner, okay? A foreign language came into our country, okay? Our forefathers gave asylum to Muhammad. Now he gave us a problem, my friend. It's a problem, mushkila, okay? So, that's how we see the Muslim Eritrea as well. That's my standing, and I stand with it, my friend, okay? I do believe in it, okay? So this Madingo, my friend, this Gonda is part of us, my friend. I love it, okay? So coming to my point, I was always 20-something years, I was thinking we should have a demarcation separated with a border from Ethiopia. But there's a big problem because I have been fighting You know, when you got two conflicting ideas, always in your mind fighting with each other, and at last you give in to the natural law. Okay, the natural law being, if we have the border settled and we have demarcated land, that means we are going to be abided by the international law. Okay, so Egypt will come, Saudi Arabia will come, Syria will come, Palestine, all the Arab nations say, hey guys, you should never bring these Amhara people from Gonda or from Tigray or that. Like, you know, hey, that's international law. You don't have no power. They are only interested in the land, the geographic 1,300 kilometer land, not us, my friend, okay? So priority is given to the economical interest strategy, okay? So we will lose all our independence, my friend, and we're gonna be slaves. Arab slaves, European slaves. The Europeans, they want you to be slaves, my friend. If you read all the Periplus trade book they wrote so many centuries, 2,000 years ago, it was about slaves, slave trade, my friend, okay? So we're gonna get into that slave trade, my friend. We're gonna be slaves. Because we are only 1.5 million, separated from the big pool of ocean of our brothers and sisters from Ethiopia, from Tigray and Gonda and Gojam and Wollo and Showa. We're gonna lose, my friend. Ethiopia is gonna lose as well. So we're gonna be slaves. So I'm against the demarcation. Full stop, my friend. I stand by it. Because I had so many years fighting with myself, like, you know, because once you have that international law demarcated, you don't have power, my friend, you know. The driving seat is gonna be taken, the key, by the Europeans, by the Chinese, by the Arabs. That means you don't have no say. You will never have any allied people standing for you, okay? So this is something really hard for me to come with that decision, but I have to make it, my friend. So that's mine. Now I just wanna show you how this guy, how this talented guy, man, just rest in peace. And I love his music, and he passed away, and I just want you to listen to it now. Madingo. It doesn't mean mad, my friend. Madingo is the African American stereotype given as his name. That's it. I just want to enjoy the song, man. And I want it to be part of my diary. Good day, good day, good day, good day. just want to give a bit of a flavor of it, okay? So, the memory of Gondar, Lhasa, Roha is fading away. So, if you read about Emperor Sassinus back in the 1500s, the Portuguese converted his religion into Catholicism, okay? So 100,000 Ethiopians converted their religion from Tawado Coptic Church phased into Catholicism, okay? 100,000 people within a very short time, maybe 1 year. Because, my friend, the Portuguese, they wanted slaves like what they did in West Africa. Then civil war broke out. They have to kick all the Portuguese people out of the country, my friend. Peace, that's wonder. That's the power, my friend, okay? Kicking the Europeans out so that they don't make you slaves, okay? If it continued, we would have been slaves now, my friend. You wouldn't see me speaking Tigunya Amharic. I'll speak in Portuguese. So nowadays we got all this Pentecostal church, all the Ethiopians, becoming this effeminate, very docile, very weak, all their self-confidence being taken away. You don't see the wonder, my friend. You don't see the spirit of wonder, that fighter of the past. Wonder is fading away. Its memory being erased. Okay, it's really sad. So that's what I like about this song, my friend. It's Gondar. Gondar is Gondar, my friend. Gondar is not only in Ethiopia, in Gondar. It's the spirit of all of we, the Habesha people in Eritrea, Tigray, Gondar, Gojam, Wollo, Showa, the whole of Ethiopia, Eritrea, my friend, okay? So that's why I like the music, because everyone is becoming now Pentecostal. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Everyone kneeling down, So I like this song, my friend, okay? I like Madingo. Rest in peace, my friend. So guys, thank you very much, and you have a lovely day. I just want to listen to that mail, my friend. I just want to say to him, rest in peace, my friend, Madingo. I don't know what his real name is, but rest in peace. This is my favorite song,